From its early days as a small city-state in the Italian peninsula to becoming the superpower of the Mediterranean, throughout history Rome underwent many changes, the most significant of which was its transition from the Roman Republic to the Roman Empire.
Polybius was a political philosopher who lived in 200 BC, and he's well known for constructing a theory called the notion of cycles. Polybius himself was very adamant in his praise of the Roman political system, and set about in his life to analyze the nature of these political systems and how they rise and fall. According to Polybius' theory, all simple forms of government will eventually become corrupt, and then the people who are being oppressed by the corrupt government will rise up and overthrow that government. Then they will establish a new political system under their rulership. The theory starts with the proposition that monarchy will give way to tyranny when the monarch is succeeded by his heir, who will not have had to work for his power and will have been raised privileged. Once the aristocrats no longer care for the common people, they'll begin to exploit from the personal wealth, devolving the aristocracy into an oligarchy. The common people will then rise up and overthrow the oligarchy, establishing a democracy. But after time passes, the equality of a democracy will become its downfall. Due to the equal distribution of wealth, citizens will be inclined to become lazy and not pull their weight, and eventually strife will break out. After this fighting, the strongest citizen will emerge as the new monarch, and the cycle will start again.
The Roman Republic delayed the corruption of these cycles through a mixed constitution which combined the greatest and most distinctive elements of the monarchy, democracy, and aristocracy.
The structure of the Roman Republic was a balanced system by which the three sections of the constitution kept each other in check, so that no one ever had complete power. The power was divided among them so that they had to act as one government to solve the problems they were faced with.
It is in this way that Polybius says, "None of the principles should grow unduly and be perverted into allied evils, but that, the force of each being balanced by that of the others, neither of them should prevail and outbalance another, but that the constitution should remain for long in a state of equilibrium."
The structure of the Roman Empire was that of an autocratic government, where administrative, political, military, and religious power were all centered in the hands of a single emperor. While the Senate remained a legislative body, it lacked real political authority and served primarily to legitimize the emperor's authority.
At its peak in 117 AD, Rome acquired land in Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. It grew from a small city-state to a dominant Mediterranean power and reached an approximate landmass of around 5 million square kilometers.
There were many upheavals that occurred between 115 BC and 80 BC. These upheavals required that strong military figures like Gaius Marius and Lucius Cornelius Sulla be given dictatorial-like power in order to have a free hand in dealing with these crises. A generation after the events of Marius and Sulla, Caesar would declare himself dictator for life after winning his civil war against Pompey, after which he would be assassinated, and the winners of the next conflict, Octavian, would declare himself emperor and call himself Caesar Augustus. It is here that we can say that the Roman Republic fell and the Roman Empire begun.